Hey y'all, I just want to show you really quickly how you can take basically useless throwaway LinkedIn comments and turn them into content that you can share on Twitter, and then how to turn that content from Twitter into other versions on other parts of your social media feed. So hang tight one second, I'm going to show you how this works. But basically what I've done here is I've isolated, what I do is I go to my comments section on my profile, it's right next to activity, and I start scrolling down until I find something that I like, that I would like to see repurposed into something short form. Side note, when you're doing this, this gives you a great opportunity to go back through all those comments that you potentially missed, because unfortunately with this new algorithm update, LinkedIn has not been showcasing those comments nearly as much. So there's a good chance there's a few replies you've missed, and in the process of doing this, you can reply to a whole bunch of other stuff and drum up more engagement that otherwise might have been lost in the process of LinkedIn not telling you about it. Can't get past the fact that sometimes LinkedIn just doesn't work. So I isolated this comment right here that I really liked. You want to actually sell something on this platform, go have more conversations. Get really good at saying no to all those cold pitchers and keep moving forward. I really like this, so I went ahead and brought it over to my Hype Fury, which is my scheduler that I use for Twitter. I could easily recommend plenty of other ones, but this is the one I like right now. So I went ahead and came down here to the auto create feature, which pops up every single time you come to the platform. I changed around some of the language a little bit and made it, look really crisp and clean. I added that copywriting edge to it. So do you want to actually sell something on this platform? Go have more conversations, get really good at saying no to cold pitches, and keep moving forward. How do you generate leads on social media? So of course, obviously not the exact same thing, but I took inspiration from my comments. Sometimes I will just copy verbatim, basically, and slap it in there. And then all I do is hit add to queue. And then now that's in my queue for my next post. As you can see, -4, I'm behind a little bit. So this doesn't normally happen to me. There's been a gap of like a day on my Twitter feed. So got to fix that. But in the process of doing that, I wanted to show you how I do this. So as you can see, another one has just appeared in my Hype Fury. This is bringing up old tweets that have done really well, or potentially I might want to reuse again. It's a quantity game on Twitter, so that's why it recommends that. So I could take advantage of that, but I'm not going to. I just want to show you how some of these posts can move and transpire and create and morph into something different. So this was a post that I had originally taken from my LinkedIn comments, like I'm showing you here. I put it on my Twitter feed, I posted it. There's way too much clout chasing happening on LinkedIn. And I said this short little snippet about it. I really liked it, so I went ahead and I brought it over to LinkedIn and I screenshot it. I put it into my Taplio scheduler and added an orange square around it, which is sort of my branding feature that I've developed myself. It's nothing special, but I find that it's really easy to do over and over again, so I've been doing it a lot. So I did that here, and then I add context. I bring it back from Twitter. Since Twitter is 280 characters or whatever, unless you have Twitter Blue, you don't really get a whole lot of room. So you add more details, you discuss further what you're thinking about this specific subject, and really, layer on what your feelings are, what your perspective is, and then of course, really stand on your soapbox and proclaim to the world what you think about this subject. And so from there, it's not just throwaway content. It could be. Instead, we bring it over here to Twitter and we turn it into a thread. So there's way too much clout chasing happening on LinkedIn. It's gotten out of hand, and then I turned it into this. So you create a thread and you share it on Twitter. Now, if I was a little more active over here, I probably would have gotten more than 253 views, but it's not bad, because I'm going to reuse this content right here to create a carousel that I can literally create in about 10 minutes flat, maybe a little bit less. These things don't take a while. You screenshot them on your phone, you email them to yourself, you bring them into your Canva, and you create this. It sounds like it could be complicated, but once you get used to it, it's easy. You already have your hook figured out, you already have your second page figured out, and then you just bring the screenshots in, match it up to the background, put an arrow, and keep it really simple. So there's just a short viewpoint into how I repurpose content back and forth to take the same message and ultimately use it over and over again in different places. Some people may say to themselves, Dan, I don't want to put the same exact thing up over and over again and have people call me out for repurposing my content too quickly. I have never once been called out for that. If anything, people like to see this stuff get recycled, because guess what? It was a great opinion before. There's no reason that you can't share it again. I can't tell you how many times I've gone back and rewatched YouTube videos because they were that good. The creator may be completely surprised that I would do something like that, because to them it's old content. But there's still more that people can learn from what you're talking about. And if the point felt good originally, like what I had said here in the comments, and you want to transform it into a whole bunch of stuff, go for it. This is what excites me most about content, for sure. So if you're watching this on YouTube, make sure to smash that like button, hit the subscribe. Definitely helps out the channel a ton. I'm trying to grow this thing. I'm a little tiny tadpole over here, and I'm much bigger on other platforms, but hey, no big deal. If you're on LinkedIn, hit that reaction button. Definitely make sure to give me some love there, and comment below. What did you like most about this? Could you see yourself doing this exact same thing and utilizing Twitter not necessarily as a social media platform, but as an idea and content ideation platform? That's the best way I see to use it. If you're not that into the community itself and you have something solid on LinkedIn, you can share that stuff there. And there's even more opportunities for this. I could have taken this as this carousel and I could have easily made a video out of it, a short form video. So there's plenty to do if you want to take it in different directions and build your own repurposing system. But when you do, you are able to stay incredibly consistent. And I hope that shined through on this. So let me know if it did. Have a great rest of your day. Thanks for watching.